Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of FC Halftime, Halftime FC. Uh, I'm Isaiah, and here we cover everything from Premier League, Champions League, La Liga, Europa League, anything football. That's what we talk here. But yeah, let's get into it. Today's a very interesting day because it's the first day of the Champions League being back. After the hiatus, after the group stages, and we have two interesting fixtures. Two interesting fixtures today. We have Barcelona versus PSG at the Camp Nou, and then we have Sevilla versus Dortmund, which are two interesting matches. But before we get into that, I want to discuss, what went on yesterday in the Premier League with West Ham beating Sheffield United. That that was a good game. That was a good game for West Ham, because it moves them up to fifth in the standings, and that's really an improvement, 100% improvement for West Ham, because if you remember, they barely stayed up. They barely stayed up last season, last day of the season actually, and now to be in fifth, in which they were in fourth until Chelsea played, to be in fifth now. That's. I mean, what more could you ask from David Moyes? Um, it's incredible what they're doing right now, how they're playing right now. Declan Rice with a penalty, Issa Diop with a goal, and Ryan Fredericks, with a goal as well to cap it off. But no, it's incredible what West Ham are doing. They're playing really well, and shouts to Jesse Lingard, man. The guys had it hard for like the last year or so, or 2 years or so. And he's playing great now. You could see the hunger in his eyes. He wants to get out there and he wants the ball. And I think that's, you want to see that, because obviously he's still talented. He can still affect the game. He still, he can still make things happen out there. And you just don't want to see that talent wasted. And so big ups to Jesse Lingard for balling right now, man. West Ham, they're moving, man. They're moving. They look real serious. They look like they're gunning for one of those European spots, and I think that's where they should be. They deserve it if they keep up this run of play. They deserve it. There's still about 18 games in the season left, and a lot of things can change. But moving on to Chelsea's 2-0 victory on Newcastle. Yeah, it's this game was good. This game was good because Timo Werner, he scored. I think it's been about like 1,000 minutes before he scored. So yeah, he finally got his goal. And you can see it on his face, man. He was so relieved. He was so happy to have his goal. And it was a good thing. But even before that, he's getting involved in goals. He pretty much created the goal for Giroud, dribbling well into the box, Giroud holding up his run, Timo crossing it, into the middle of the box, and Giroud just being in the right position to catch that rebound, off the off the scrap. So yeah, Chelsea definitely got the win. Went into the second half with a 2-0 lead. But that's where I kind of started to worry about Chelsea because, they really started struggling to put their chances away once they were in the final third. They couldn't find that final pass. I don't know if it's because, Newcastle, were playing excellent defense, but, good teams put teams away, and I'm not saying Chelsea's not a good team. Chelsea, under Tuchel, they've been better, but they need to be, they need to have that killer mentality, put games away, put teams like Newcastle away, finish the game, because to be honest, if I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm watching that game. I'm seeing subs come in. I'm seeing Frazier coming in. I'm seeing Carroll coming in. You know, you can get a little bit nervous because it's still 2-0. We've seen crazy things in the Premier League. Um, things could happen, but good teams put teams away. They put the game to rest. And I think Chelsea could just work on their finishing in the final third. Definitely they're finishing in the final third. They can work on, but no, Chelsea back in the top four after hovering around that eighth, ninth position in the league. Actually, I don't think they actually dropped to ninth. I think Arsenal maybe were ninth, but no, yeah, they're back in the top four, and Tuchel has them playing some good ball, but Tuchel hasn't been tested yet. He hasn't been tested yet, and although I like how Chelsea are moving now, they look more fluid. The back three, looks good. But guys like Marcus Alonso back in the lineup, Cesar Azpilicueta, they're back in the team. They haven't had a proper test yet. These upcoming weeks they have, I believe it's Atletico Madrid, United. So they will be properly tested, and we'll see about Tuchel and Chelsea then. But otherwise, I think these run of games have been good for Chelsea, and it's been good that they've been picking up 3 points and winning, and they're back in the top four because for a while you just didn't know about them. But moving on now. The Champions League draws. Now, the Barcelona PSG game, to me, I don't know, it kind of had the life sucked out of it with Neymar not being able to play and Di Maria not being able to play because everyone wanted to see Neymar versus Messi. Everyone wanted to see Neymar come back to the Camp Nou and play against Messi, Barca. That was the whole selling point of the draw. It's still gonna be a good match. I think PSG without Neymar, without Di Maria, they still have enough to put a team out there that can possibly win. But I think with Barca's recent form and the way they've been playing, I think Barca should have the advantage in this one, and I think rightfully so. I think it's gonna be a good one though. But I could definitely see Barca edging it out, if not a draw. But I favor Barca 2-1 in this game. I think they've just been really good as of late, and I think those injuries to PSG, man, it sucks, man, because Neymar always gets injured around this time of year, and it's you want to see the guy play in these big games. That's why you buy big players. You buy big players so they can play in big games. But it's just becoming a constant thing with Neymar, where around this time, when the Champions League comes back, we don't see him. So, but like I said, I think it'll be Barca 2-1. I may be wrong, obviously, but I think with Barca's run of form, I think they're the favorites in this game. Now, moving on to Sevilla versus Dortmund. Man, I watched Dortmund in the beginning of the season, and they were flying, man. They were talking about them challenging for a Bundesliga title this year. Just really going far, and they've slipped all the way down to 7th in the Bundesliga, and it's really surprising. I mean, they fired their manager, sacked their manager, and they it's that back line, man. They have enough going forward, but it's that back line it's just not getting it done. And they're playing the Sevilla side, who's they've been on form in La Liga. They're fourth. I think they're fourth in the league behind Barcelona in the Champions League spot. And remember, they are European champions. It's going to be tough for Dortmund, but I think they have enough firepower. I think they have enough firepower to stay in the game. I will say that they have more than enough firepower to stay in the game. With Haaland and Sancho, and they're very young, but good midfield. I think they have enough to stay in this game 100%. But if they're gonna win it, that back line really has to show up, and they have to stop the attack from Sevilla. Sevilla gonna come at them strong. They have confidence. They just beat Barcelona in the cup with an amazing goal from Jules Koundé, and also a goal from Ivan Rakitic. I think I might have to take Sevilla in this one. I think it'll be a shootout. Not a crazy shootout, like not a FIFA game like 5-4, 6-4, whatever. No, I think it'll be I say 3-2. I think it's gonna be a fun game. And I'm looking forward to watching it. But yeah, that's it for today. That's it for today's episode. If you like what I'm putting out, do the like and subscribe thing, definitely. If you want to, not forcing it, obviously. But yeah, I'll be back either later today or tomorrow morning with another review, and definitely look forward to watching the games today. All right, everybody, peace.